stage, right? And obviously I'll do something, I'll talk something else also. Why am I here today? Because obviously faculty has called. You have forcibly been called. कि faculty एक बुलाया है उनको तो आपको attend करना पड़ेगा. What else? Why am I here?
I came here to learn something new from you.
I'm here to share the mistakes what I did in the last 24 years of my career, so that you don't do those mistakes, and it just helps to bring out your career in a much better manner. Does it help?
Yes.
Is life tough or life is easy?
Life is tough, but can be made easy.
Who says life is tough? Raise your hands. I would need a lot of volunteers to interact. This is not a kind of a session where I'm going to talk and I'm going to go back. Please. Who says life is tough? Okay, give me probably example why do you say life is tough?
Sir, in our everyday life we have to struggle.
To wake up, to sit, stand also, right? That's a struggle. खड़े हों या ना हों मैं. That's a struggle actually. Automatically थोड़ा आप खड़े हो जाओगे. Struggle करना पड़ेगा ना. So that's one struggle. Life is tough. I like this toughness actually. Who else says life is tough? Somebody was saying.
Life is unpredictable. Tough.
Life is unpredictable. I like that answer. I'll just come back to you in a minute, right? For another few seconds.
Life is all about our choices. What choices do we make in our life?
This is a pure management guru, Gyan. Books में पढ़ा और वो छप गया mind में. But you are right otherwise on that part. Good. You just said something. I got a very weak memory actually. You said something.
Unpredictable.
Unpredictable. So it's good or bad?
Sir, it can be good or bad also.
Can I give you an example?
Sir,
Can I give you an example? Good. Do you watch movies? Yes, sir. Next time, if you're going to watch a very nice movie, which you've heard from your friends, right? This movie has to be seen, means this has to be seen. Would you love going to the movie, watching with me and your other friends also? Can I also join? No, sir, so rude. I will not say anything, guys. I'll just sit at the back. Corner में बैठ जाऊँगा. Will you please take me? I'll pay for my own tickets. अच्छा मैं आपके भी pay कर दूँगा मैं tickets का. तब तो चलूँगा. Now I'm sitting in the corner. Now here's the interesting fact comes in. I'm sitting in the corner. The movie just started, and you're excited because your friends have said कि ये movie तो देखनी ही बनती है. And in next 1 minute, I'll tell you the entire story. What happens? और आप तो मेरे को मार दोगे बाहर जाके मार दोगे अंदर क्यों मारोगे. So if this is not interesting, because you shouldn't have told me what's going to come, right? But that's what life is all about also. If I tell you what's going to happen tomorrow and day after and after 1 year, do you think it's going to be interesting? Of course it's not going to be interesting for you. So life has to be unpredictable and it has to be tough. Also somebody also said life is tough. नहीं आपने तो बोल दिया इतना उठने का.
So life is tough because we don't get anything good at ease in life. We have to work for it, then only we get
So
it.
is it good or bad?
It is good, sir. It is good, sir.
also life will be good.
Are you thirsty anytime during the day? Right? Does somebody come and put the water in your mouth? Why not? Somebody should put. No, life should be easy, not something that easy. So you have to lift your hands. You have to go to the water bottle, uncork it, put the water in your mouth, and then you feel happy, right? Simple things in life on that part. Anybody has dream in their life? We all have dreams, obviously. What a question I'm asking, right? Would anybody like to tell me about the dream? Or if you're not comfortable telling me dream, absolutely okay. Do you know how many years you'll think, according to you, you will take to achieve those dreams in life of your own, goals in life of your own? Just the number of years, do you know? You want to be the best chairman of your company, best president, vice president, you want to reach that level. You want to open up your own company, maybe, why not? Brand. Do you know how many years you'll take?
Sir, 6 to 7
For
years.
10 years.
6 to 7 years. 8 to 10 years.
5 years.
Unpredictable. Okay, so there's no goal in that way. Okay, in these 6-7 years, you know the process you have to follow to achieve that goal?
Move up in the hierarchy.
Sorry?
Move up in the hierarchy.
Right. Do you know how will you move up in the hierarchy? You'll have to handle, do you think you'll have to handle a lot of people out there?
Yes. Yes.
Right? Do you know which is the easiest, which I asked a couple of your colleagues in the morning also session, do you know what is the easiest and the toughest job in the world, if they've already told you? Sorry?
Handling people.
That's one. Which is the toughest and the easiest job in the world? It's a 3-letter alphabet word. 3-letter alphabet word.
You.
That's one. I like it. If you're able to manage this job, I can guarantee you today you can do anything in the world at any point of time, whichever part of the world you are in. In fact, even if you want to go to Mars, you can handle things out there also. It's a 3-letter alphabet. You heard tons of times, tons and tons of times. And you told your friends, family members that word. CEO, not looking at me, do you think it's toughest? It's the easiest thing to become a CEO in life.
Try.
What else? Have you heard of the word EGO? Wow. When I had a fight with my friend, closest friend, और उसने मेरा फ़ोन लेना बंद कर दिया, और उसके बाद I was waiting for her to call me or WhatsApp me to apologize, and she's not doing. What's going to happen? My frustration increases or decreases? And I keep looking at my phone. मैं on करता हूँ, off करता हूँ, on करता हूँ, off करता हूँ. Message क्यों नहीं आया? Why is she not doing? Why is he not doing? Of course, he's also not doing. And the moment the message comes, I'm really sorry. What happens? That's all. What will your customers want you to do? Guys, even if you're in finance, management, you're an astronaut, you're a doctor has to please his patients, right? That's how the job of the doctor is also about. Emotionally, he has to please on that part. Anybody in the world has to please the other person if you want the person to get your job done, right? You know the easiest person to, anybody wants to be the best salesperson in the world? Anybody wants to become the best salesperson in the world? You obviously will have to be a salesperson to sell your product or services, right? Otherwise, if you don't want to be the best salesperson, how will you sell your product? You either have to sell your product or service. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's how you'll have to be a best salesperson, or maybe along with that best marketer also. You know where to learn to become the best salesperson? Who in the world can teach you to be the best salesperson? In 1 day's time. In 1 day's time, you can become the best salesperson of the world. How and where? How and where? Who's got kids at home? Niece, nephew, small kids? Everybody, relatives, we all have, right? Close niece, nephew. What happens when they cries for a chocolate or mujhe wo candy chahiye? What happens? Do they lie on the floor? Do they say, please, please, Dilwado? They start crying. Does somebody from the family gives it to them? Most of the time. So what has happened to the kid? Has he got his job done?
Yes.
That's how you do that. That's how you do in anywhere, whichever part of the world you are in. Right? It's the way, the emotional quotient is what I'm trying to stress on. Right? A kid is the best person in the world if you want to become the best salesperson in the world to do. Look at the kid, how and what tricks he's using. And the kid does not go to one adult. You know that very well, right? अगर उसको पता लगता है कि पापा is not giving, he goes to mom. If mom is not giving, he goes to brother. Brother is not giving, he goes to uncle or grandfather or grandmother in your joint families, and he gets the job done. Right? So this is what we all need to learn. I need to get my job done. How I do, with whom I go to, it's my job. That's how you do that, right? So my first slide, obviously, as I said, nobody else, which I'm sure you'll agree, right? If it's your goal, if it's your life, you have to achieve. What can you see in this slide?
8.
What are you talking? There's no 8 out there, guys. And what else?
8.
Who said 8 first out here? Why did you see only 8 out there?
Unique.
Excellent. 8 is unique. Now close your eyes for 2 seconds and again look at the slide. Again look at the slide now. What are you seeing?
8.
Wow. Why are you seeing 8 now?
It's a differentiator.
Excellent. Who said that? Thank you. Everybody and anybody in the world wants to see somebody who's unique. When you go to a showroom, you want to buy the best of the dress for your evening party. What are you trying to find out? The best of the dress. We all know, with due respect to the gents and the ladies, no discrimination. If I have got the best dress today as a lady, imagine there is another lady who's got the same dress in the party, what happens, right? Oh God, the party is over. It is finished. Why? Because I wanted to be unique, because people had to speak, ye kahan se lai dress? And that was I was waiting for to hear. But now because I cannot hear, everything is gone. My 10,000, 15,000, 50,000 is finished. That one word for somebody to please me, wow. And my 50,000 was recovered. But now since nobody is speaking, my party is over now on that part. So this is what we are trying to figure it out. If you want to be unique, that's the only way the world will watch you or will look at you. Otherwise, nobody's going to look at you guys, right? I'm sure you guys have seen this. You're able to see? I thought you were looking at me only. So sorry. You want to go there? Is this okay picture? Why no? There are cows. You not seen cows in life? अभी रोड में बाहर नजर आ जाएंगी आपको. Purple cow you not seen? Have you read Purple Cow book? Okay, there's a gentleman by the name Seth, S-E-T-H. You can write it Godin, G-O-D-I-N. Anybody who wants to become the best marketeer, just one of the things, I'm not saying he's the only one. He teaches you how to do marketing in the best and the most simplest way in life. He's written about a handful of 10 books. Very simple to read, go through. You can check out his YouTube or ebooks or whatever. If you want to, you can actually read it, listen to it, podcast or audible at any point of time. So I picked it up actually from there. Where was your eye going into this? Why? Because it's again, I haven't seen this cow yet in life. It's eye-catching, right? So if I want people to notice me, if I want people to buy from me, I have to give them something different which the other person is not giving. When you go to any place, as I just mentioned, when you go into a shop, you are trying to find out one dress which is completely unique, and that's what you're paying for that, right? And that's what the entire world is also looking at you. 200 if I have students sitting out here, or 100. If I have to interview all of you guys, I'll definitely want to pick up somebody who's unique, right? Because for me, otherwise all of you are the same, because I don't know you by nature or name also. But if I have to pick up you, when I'm interviewing, I need to find out something different which is not there in the rest of the people. The question is, how do I develop myself for that? Is that right? That's the tough question. How many hours do you have in the day? That's all. Are you sure? You want to check your mobile? Pakka? He's so shocked. How many hours do you have in a day? So stable. I can prove you have 20. No, total hours. Human beings, total hours. I can prove you have 23 hours in a day. In a day, complete day, full day. How many hours do you have in a day? Sure? You want to think over it again? Because I'm very good in convincing. Anybody can? Please, 23? Very good. Can you go along with me to my test today? I'll give you offer later today.
Because there are few minutes caught in a day, that's why there are 28 days in fact.
But how many hours in a day?
23 hours and 56 minutes.
In a day, on an average. Okay, that's 24 hours in a day on that part. So we are all having the same 9 billion or 8 billion people in the universe have 24 hours in a day, right? How is one person better than the other?
He knows how to utilize his 24 hours.
He knows how to utilize his 24 hours. So what do you do in your 24 hours? Let us take a quick synopsis after that. When you wake up in the morning, obviously you take a bath, brush teeth, eat food, come to the college. How many hours do you sleep, guys, in a day? 6, 7, 8. Who's good in maths, Mr. Singh? एक count करना है, वो निकालो. Mobile ले लो. Just plus minus करना है. Okay, good. So how many hours should we take in a day on an average? 6, 7 hours? 7 hours. Just keep that thing in mind. How many hours you spend in an institute every day on an average? 7. So 7. So 7 plus 7? Easier maths up. He's happy now. Alright, how many hours you sleep? How many hours you come in institute spend? How many hours you're on your screen time, mobile? 4 to 5. You've seen your mobile at important time. आपके मोबाइल में दिख जाएगा कि how many hours have you spent in a day, and on what actually you spend also. That mobile will tell you that also. So how many hours? Let's be very frank. On an average, the Google says a human being spends nowadays from 6 to 7 hours in a day. Ladies, I'll take because you have to do it, a lot of shopping and the other things also. I do understand. Poor guys have to spend on the mobile because when you are shopping, we are only watching on mobile. और क्या करें? So 5 hours will take. How many hours on an average you commute up, coming to the college, going back? 2 hours. So how many hours? 21 hours have gone, guys. You wake up in the morning now, you brush your teeth, you have the food, correct? You take a bath. How many hours? And you go back also. You have food in the hotel, college also. You go back and have dinner also. So concluding everything, how many? 2 hours, so 23 hours. So 1 घंटा तो चिट चैटिंग में भी लगता है ना, बातें भी तो करते हैं, गपशप भी तो मारेंगे, तो दिन तो खत्म हो गया. तो when will I grow in life? When will I become better in life? Because everybody is doing the same job, right? On an average, we are all doing the same job. So how do I become better than him and him and him and him and him in just 2 years time or 1 year time?
Managing the time for using a weekend.
Right, so I gave a tip to the morning team, the students. If you know your goal, what you want to achieve in life, my only request to you is just take out 30 minutes from the day of your mobile time or sleep 30 minutes less in a day. Or when you're commuting, utilize that 30 minutes out of that 1 hour on the thing what you want to be the best in life. You want to be the best dancer, you want to be the best doctor, artisan, you want to be the best astronaut, you want to be the best probably chairman of any of the countries in the world. 30 minutes is all I'm asking for a day on the thing what you want to be the best in life. 30 minutes into 365 days, how many hours will it become? Decent number of hours, right? Do you think that person, if you spend 30 minutes in a day on something what you want to, and you're not going to ask me, Google will tell you all the YouTubes, videos and everything and ebooks and everything comes out there. 30 minutes into 365 days in a day, in a year, sorry. Do you think you're going to be far better than your current lot sitting out here after 1 year? This is all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else in life. You don't need any mentors. You do need mentors, but not that mentors have to handhold your hand 24/7 on that part. This is all I'm asking. 30 minutes in a day, whatever you want to do in life, that's all. But you'll have to do it every single day on that. All right, so you obviously understood why I have spoken to you. You want to be unique because the world, that's the only way the world will catch you. Otherwise, you're part of everybody else. Everybody knows this. I'm not going to discuss that in detail. We all understand this, right? Anybody has eaten raw egg? Raw egg. Good. Do you love eating raw egg? No, of course not. What is the price of a raw egg, guys? 6 rupees. Wow. So when the raw egg is put in the boiling water, what happens? It becomes hard. Is it eatable after that? Yes. And in the market, the price of the boiled egg is higher or the raw egg is higher? But why? Because it's eatable. Because it's sellable. But what happened to that egg before and after? What process the egg went through? Boiling. It went through boiling, heat, pressure, lot of things, right? And that's the only way the raw egg converted into the eatable egg, or I could sell it better. And that's your life also. If you want everything to be easy, right? I'm sorry, then you're part of that 99% of the lot in the entire world. If you want to be that 1% different from the rest, 99% of the people, you'll have to go what your nature is telling you. And this is not me, this is all nature who tells you. And this is what you do every day in your life also, right? You put a seed in the soil and there is a small plant which starts growing. You only see that, but you know the amount of roots which this plant has got through. Then only the plant comes. Has anybody heard of Chinese bamboo? You know the bamboos? You know the story behind the Chinese bamboo? How long does it take for it to come out of the earth?
About 10 years.
You have to put obviously the seed of the bamboo in the soil. At the same position, you have to put water every single day only for 5 years. And the bamboo does not come out. But after 5 years, this bamboo in just 90 days grows to 90 feet.
tall. Now this is what again the nature tells you. It's the work what you do silently without making a noise to the world that I'm this and I'm this and I'm this. You work silently, everything starts getting visible over a period of time. I have a lot of fear factor in my life. Not me, but a lot of us keep talking about that, right? So these are my own definitions. If somebody is talking about fear, obviously we all understand. Has fear actually happened or not happened? When you say I have a fear of doing that, has it happened or not happened? It has happened, provided you have a history. Now if I tell you, can you jump from here, from this blast down? Have you jumped in the past? Never. So will you have a fear factor or you'll straight jump? You'll have a fear factor, right? But you've never jumped that. So it's actually not happened initially, basically, when I'm talking about. So it's something which is not real in life. But because somebody has told me, I've heard from somebody, I automatically take it in my head. So fear actually is false evidence which is actually appearing real, which has not happened. Once you jump, and God forbid nothing goes wrong, second jump is going to be easy for you. It's going to be easy for you. It's not going to be that tough the way it was the first time. First time you do a mistake, it's very important for you to grow in life. If you do not intend to do a mistake, guys, you're not going to grow in life. Because once I made a mistake, I've learned the lesson of that. And because then I know what are my learnings, and that's how you grow faster in life. If somebody is telling you no, when somebody tells me no, I automatically assume it's a next opportunity for me. Rather than sticking to that word as no means no. It's the way you define when people tell you something in your life. And I'm going to tell you how to change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts in just maybe a couple of seconds out here. You know, this is Google, not me. This is scientifically being proven. A normal human being goes through about 5,000 to 7,000 thoughts in their mind. I'm sure you guys will agree. Sitting out here for the last 15 minutes, you were listening to me, but actually your mind was going through a lot of thoughts. Is that right? Yes. Exactly. Now, how do I control those thoughts and focus my thoughts on something which I want to become? That's the question. And this is what I will speak out here. Who meditates in their life, which I spoke to the last batch also. Who meditates in their life every day? I meditate, so there's nothing to feel bad or shy on that part.
Not
So one,
every day. Not every day.
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. अभी करना है नहीं करना? अच्छा मतलब सोच रहे हैं अभी. Okay. If I prove you sitting out here that all of you meditate, then what happens? I'm going to prove all 3 ladies that you meditate every day. How? That's what I'm going to prove. Do you still think you meditate or you don't meditate, or you agree that you meditate? And I'll rest my case. My point is to convince you that you meditate in life. Anybody wants to challenge on that? Good part is challenge, obviously. Anybody wants to challenge? Good. Have you heard what I was talking in the last 15 minutes? What were you doing? Listening. Were you focusing on me? On my listening, right? On your listening. So what do you do in meditation? Focusing. Exactly. Who said that meditation is sitting in a dark room and looking at the candle, because that candle might blow out or burn out, right? फिर आप दोबारा ले जाओगे जलाने के लिए. So this is what you do in meditation, right? You focus on your inside, or you focus on your breathing, or you focus on an object. So what were you doing for the last 15 minutes, guys? Few of you, not everybody, because बाकी तो सब किसी और दुनिया में थे.
Focusing on what you were speaking.
Exactly. So is that meditation? Exactly. That's all. I've been walking while I'm talking to you, right? If I'm not careful of where am I putting my steps while going or front, what will happen? So what am I doing? I'm focusing while I'm talking and while I'm walking. So that focus is my meditation. And meditation, you all can Google, it's just a focus. You have to divert your focus. And where you focus, your energy flows towards that. Do I say yes or do I say no? Because if I'm walking and I'm focusing on walking, is my energy traveling along with me? So that's what you do in meditation also. So don't feel bad if somebody asks you tomorrow, do you meditate? Please feel happy that yes, I meditate. Depends on what I meditate. Depends on what I focus on that. But we all meditate, guys. So there's nothing to feel bad or feel shy on that part, right? 3 critical important things. It's just a request. You want to take it, you don't want to take it, it's your life, it's your call. But from my side is these 3 things. If you can minimize them as much as possible, it will change your life to a different level altogether. It is next to impossible, and I'll be very open, and we all know that, but it will change. And I'm going to help you. How will you utilize this to reduce these 3 things in your life? Anybody is interested in challenge, accepting in their lives? Do you like challenges in life, Mr. Singh? Yes, sir. Sure. Anybody else wants to take a challenge which I'm going to give it to you? Anybody wants to join my organization on a 50 lakh package after 2 years? Ma'am, can I offer them a job right now? Super. Anybody wants to take a 50 lakh package after 2 years, and I'll give you the letter the moment you complete the challenge. ये अभी भी सोच रहे हैं करें ना करें. She's thinking कि मजाक कर रहे हैं शायद ये मेरे साथ. 50 लाख तो मैंने देखे नहीं लाइफ में आज तक. मैंने भी नहीं देखे. बहुत मुश्किल होता है. मतलब one time नहीं देखे. So rest of the ladies are okay. I thought you guys are aspiring managers, accountants. You want to be the best financial people in the world. Yes, no, guys. Yes. I love it. Good. So from today onwards, which means right from now onwards, you will stop using any negative word in your vocabulary, typing, communication, anything. Is that possible?
Yes.
Good. So I'm only going to give you 7 days challenge. The moment you utter, you write, speak, or use a negative word in your vocabulary, or even your thought process, your 7 days again starts from there. So the moment you complete your 7 days consecutively without thinking a negative word or writing or typing, come to me and I'll give you a 50 lakh package straight away later. Acceptable?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you think it's easy? Why no? Why no?
So it has become a part of our everyday life, so that's why eliminating something like that is pretty difficult at the moment. However,
Is it difficult or it's impossible?
I
difficult.
think if we are strong-headed and we make a choice to improve the way we speak and to be conscious of our words, I think anything can be achieved.
You know how irritating is it going to be for all of you? It is going to be. Because I have just spoken to you something which you didn't like it. And the moment you're about to say something to me, and now you remember that challenge and you stop yourself. Your mind says, oh sorry, you cannot speak negative. So what's going to happen? You're pushing your mind now to use only a positive word, or you keep your mouth shut. So if you're keeping your mouth shut, that means you're actually training yourself to utilize your energy in a better manner, positive manner. And this is going to be the toughest challenge of your life. I would wait for 7 days to get complete so I can give that 50 lakh package to any one of you. Acceptable?
Yes.
Good. So you have a job on the first week of your campus. Can you guys believe that 50 lakh package on the first week on the campus? Wow, मेरे को 50 lakh save करने पड़ेंगे actually. I don't know how many people will come. So we'll wait for next week, right? Yes. Good. Just remember, I've got your contact details. Your faculty has been kind enough because this is how I do my sessions. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I've told you and I'm really sorry. But I've got all your mobiles with me and I've got some of your email IDs with me also, because now I'm going to give calls to you. You obviously will not be able to recognize my voice, so I'll call you with different names, different situations. And the moment you say, who is this, why you're troubling me, who's calling, this and that, I don't know you, and I'll say, yo, 7 days again starts. Again starts tomorrow and then tomorrow, and I'll still wait. When can I give you that 50? You remember that 50 lakh? I like it. Sorry, I'll skip this slide and I'll come back. What's happening, guys? Sorry? Louder. Line what? Chasing who? Gazelle. You think lion is chasing gazelle or gazelle is chasing lion? See carefully. Different angles से ये picture different लगती है. Sorry.
Running for his life.
No. I'm asking who's chasing. Lion is chasing gazelle. If you look at a slightly different angle, turn your head maybe this side or this side, you'll find actually gazelle is chasing lion. Is that right?
Yes.
Who says no? Who says yes? Who says yes? 1, 2, 3, handful. Look at your side, left and right side. And who says no? Good. Do a pat on your shoulder, yourself shoulder. Do a pat like this on your own shoulder. है कि shoulder के नहीं है? सोच क्यों रहे हो? What did I do right now, guys? And this is, you have to be super smart in your life at every moment, personally or professionally. What did I do just now? Sorry, come again? Super. Remember two things from my side. I'm going to give you a couple of gyans. I'm sorry if it's gyan sounding, but these are my mistakes which I've learned and I've improvised myself. Two things, if you can be the best in your life, nobody on earth can beat you. Even if you go to the Mars with Elon Musk or Kush Kapoor tomorrow, you will be the best ever. You know what are these two words? Again, it comes from two C's. Not those C's, three C's. Try becoming or making yourself as having the best convincing skills. And this is what I just did. If you cannot be the best convincer, make sure you become the best confuser in life. Not for yourself, for somebody else. And this is what I did right now. It's actually line chasing gazelle. How can a gazelle chase a line? Come on, please. Which world will a gazelle run after a lion? Right? And what did I do right now? I convinced you guys just now. I'm sorry, just turn your head like this and this. And you said, actually gazelle is chasing lion. So all I'm trying to do is, because this is what is required by all of us in everyday's job. I have to convince my boss, I have to convince my colleague, I have to convince my customer. These are the three people I have to convince. I don't have to convince anybody else when I'm at work. In family, my father, my mother, my wife. Are you married? No. We'll see after 3, 4, 5 years. So I have to convince my wife, my mother, my father, my husband, my child. This is what I do at home, right? But in job, I only have to convince three kind of people. My boss, my colleagues, and my customer. If I'm not able to convince them, I need to confuse them. That's all. So you need to develop your own skills in either of these two. Either you become 99% best confuser for somebody else, not for you. Or you become the best convincer. Ultimately, guys, what do I have to do in life? I have to sell my product or service, right? And how do I sell my product or service? That's all. You all have gone with your moms and your sisters at times, right? Which we all gentlemen, with due respect, hate. No. Look, dil ki baat abhi bahar rakhiye. And when especially they get into a suit or a sari shop, don't ask me what happens. Because the way that gentleman convinces, ma'am, ये आपके लिए ही है. ये साड़ी तो आपके लिए ही बनी है. ये बिल्कुल आपके और दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको. You learn from that person how he sells that products to the ladies at home, right? So that guy is the best convincer, right? So this is either of the two things. I leave up to you what you want in your life on that part, right? Now coming back to the screen. What is the lion doing, guys? Who's the king of the jungle? Lion. So why does lion need to chase the lion? Should sit below the people tree and say, "Oh, I'm the king of the jungle. Please come and I'll eat you." Should happen, right?
No, sir.
Why shouldn't it happen?
Sir, कौन मरना चाहेगा? कौन fool? Who wants to die, sir? Come in front of a lion.
Okay, but lion still is the king of jungle then in that case. He's the most powerful animal in the jungle.
So he is powerful, but he can't control everyone. He'll choose someone else.
Very good, very good. But that's lion wish. Okay, I'm the king of the jungle. You should come to me every day and I'll eat. I don't want to walk and talk and run and fight. But what does the nature teaches lion also? Excellent. Nothing comes with ease. Life is tough. If you think it's not good, it's tough, I'm sorry, it is always going to be there. It was always tough. It will always be tough in future and present also. How you deal with it, it's your call. Right? It's my choice as a lion. I wish to sit and don't run after the prey to catch it. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, if I don't catch, what happens to me as lion? Starve and I die off. So you can be the best of the best today, guys, but you will never be the best till the time you don't keep upscaling your own skills. That means you need to bring yourself out of your comfort zone every single day. What you did yesterday, it's gone. I cannot bring yesterday again today. I cannot have the same session with everybody sitting at the same seats. What happened in the morning at the same time, it's gone. But what I can do now for my future is what I want to do now. And what I need to do now is to keep upgrading my skills. And who can help me with that? Louder? Myself. That's all. Who's got the best smile in this room? In the entire NCR Delhi? Raise your hands. वैसे तो हम इतना बोलते हैं, look at my smile and look at my selfie, ठीक है कि नहीं है? And I posted immediately out there. Who's got the best smile? आधे लोग तो सीट के नीचे ही चले गए हैं. Who's got the best smile? Raise your hands. ये क्या होता है? ये half smile है or half? So 1, 2, 3, wow, 4, 5, 6. Who's got the best handshake? I would call the person out here to shake hands with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 15, 20. Who's got the best body language? Guys, have you heard my question out here? Can I repeat that again? I said, who's got the best smile, best body language, best handshake in the entire NCR Delhi sitting out here? NCR Delhi. हाँ, अब क्या हो गया? ये कहाँ से आया था? मतलब वो दिल पे लगी ऐसा लगा. अच्छा, so repeating that question again with more depth now. So who's got the best smile in the entire NCR Delhi? Who's sitting out here? Who's very confident? Raise your hands now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, कोई भी नहीं है. 1, 2. अभी हाथ देखने पहले यहाँ पे था, हाथ यहाँ पे हो गया. NCR Delhi के बाद ये यहाँ पे आ गया. अच्छा, so 1 and 2. Who's got the best body language in the NCR Delhi, guys? If you're confident, I just spoke to you. I'm going to convince you if you're telling me you got the best body language because I'm going to call you outside. And I'm going to do something with you along with me to prove that I've got the best body language and not you guys. Who's ready for that challenge? Good. 1, 2. ये उनका हाथ है या आपका हाथ है? क्योंकि उनके आगे से आप ले आए हो तो. Okay, good. Thanks. Why am I just putting it out here? This slide. You as a person, you as a human being has so much to do in life to improve yourself, right? When I do a job, when I'm meeting my customer, my boss or my colleagues, what am I doing that? Trying to please their ego because I need to get the job from them from down. That can only happen. Will you even talk to me if I come out here without having a smile and I don't talk and I say, boss, this slide, mera kaam to itna tha and I go from here. You'll say, why did you even come out here? I need to talk, smile, body language, positivity and everything, right? That's how you like somebody who's interacting with you, right? So you got tons of things right now from today to do in your life to improve yourself. But how do I improve? Watch YouTubes, speak to your mentors. You got tons of ebooks. Go on the Google, find out things. There's enough and more data present out there. Is anybody thirsty? I am. Anybody thirsty? I'll get a water bottle. You have? Okay, we'll get to the lady. Have you seen this water bottle before?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Can you come out, please? I need a volunteer sitting out there only. Are you good in maths like Mr. Singh? Good. Will you just probably count the number of questions which all of your colleagues are asking right now? You can just put the water bottle in front of everybody. Starting from here, you're only going to ask the questions, one question everybody about this water bottle. Anything which comes in your mind, guys. Anything which comes in your mind.
What is the cost?
Louder.
What is the cost?
Payment the salary
You're counting the questions, right?
comes in India.
Spell. The amount of water in it.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Measurement.
How old is this bottle?
How many bottles is it inside?
Where did you buy?
Marketing. Batch number. Quality of water.
From where you purchase this?
Where you purchase it.
Distribution.
Distribution. I'll help you. What was the cost of the water? Where did you got it basically? Why is the color green of the bottle? Why is the bottle in this shape? Why the bottle not in triangle? Why the bottle not in cylindrical shape? Recycle, obviously you guys have told me, right? Who is manufacturing this bottle? The manufacturer. Where is this packaging of the water actually happening? Who got this bottle into the institute? What is the cost of the water bottle, production cost? What is the water bottle which we are purchasing in this institute? How many questions have we asked total?
37.
37. Wow. You're a modest, you got this water bottle. 37 questions, thank you. In how many 2 minutes? Did you all ever asked these questions before having this water bottle here? You say, are you mad? Pani pina hai, ye question thora puchunga. Why am I doing this exercise, guys? Why did I do this exercise?
Knowledge about surroundings.
Sorry?
Knowledge about surroundings.
Knowledge about surroundings. When somebody asks me, I'm not getting help, I don't know who to go to learn or ask things. Nobody's teaching me. Economy is bad. Politicians are not good in the country. My father didn't have better money. That's why my friend went to Harvard University. They got the best of the cars. They got the best of the house. We have all excuses in our life. In 2 minutes, you've asked me 37 questions about the water bottle, which you've never asked in your life till date. And you'll get all these answers by typing on Google, not through me. So, point is, who's stopping you to learn? Nobody can stop you to learn. If you're interested. If you're not interested, nobody can help you on that. There is nothing which Google, all your mentors cannot tell you the answer of, provided you make an effort. Everything is available everywhere in the world as an answer. You need to find the answer. But for that, you need to ask the questions. Right? So a simple water bottle, 37 questions in 2 minutes, which you've never thought of. आज के बाद जब भी पानी पिएंगे तो पहले water bottle देखेंगे जरूर. Okay, sorry. Mr. Singh, you want to read loudly for everybody?
ऐसा है तो कुछ करूं.
Is it for you or for me? Everybody. For everybody. Okay, so you understood this, right? Good.
People are beggars for their phones. That's why they are called cell phone.
Phone, we did the experiment, right? And I told you, just take half an hour from what you are doing in your entire day and spend on something what you want to learn and grow. And see the difference in just 1 year time, guys, right? All I'm asking you, just improve yourself 1% from yesterday. 1% into 365 days a year, how much percentage you will improve? That's a lot of percentage. That's a lot of percentage for self-improvement, right? We all love life to be simple. We all want life to be simple, right? We all have seen ICU machine in the hospitals, or probably in magazines, or probably in the movies. What happens out there? How does it work? ICU machine, how does it work? Sign, signal, what happens? Goes up and down, right? Yes or no? And what happens when this is like this? Super. Who wants to be like this? Because everybody wants life to be simple. No, but that's what the IC machine tells you also, right? It teaches you something. Point what I'm trying to explain you is, if you're really interested to learn, guys, there is somebody or somewhere you always can learn, provided you keep your eyes and ears and your mind open to learn. Anything and everything around you teaches you something in life. But if you're not interested, nobody can teach you. Nobody can help you to grow. And if you want your life to be simple, then I'm sorry, you'll have to be finished. But if that machine tells you till that I'm this, and you pray actually that this should work like this. If somebody is ill, right? You actually pray, let it be like this. Don't be like this. But in real life, you want life to be this. It doesn't work. Right? So you have to go up and down to make sure your life is continuing and your life obviously become happier. Obviously, if you're taking an example from there, on that side. Just last 2 slides and I'll open this thing if you have any questions for me to ask, please. COVID, I'm not going to repeat what happened, what we all have seen, right? Fine example to teach us there's no tomorrow. What you have is only today. So if I have to do something for my betterment future, it's today what I need to do, right? And if I've woken up today morning, that means I still have an opportunity, I still have a chance to do something better in life. If I have to say sorry to somebody because of my previous mistakes, I better say it today, because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And this is what we've all gone through for the last 2 years. So it's today what I want to do for my better future, not tomorrow. Kal kar lunga, kal aayega, kal dekh lenge. And when it happens in the morning, what happens if I put an alarm at 5 o'clock? 5 more minutes. And then 5 more minutes. And then 5 more minutes. And then I know what happens after that. You've seen that Mickey Mouse? We become Mickey Mouse after that. Because the way it runs. A simple logic. Anything what you're doing, if you're putting your full heart, even if you're doing it for 30 seconds or 30 minutes, it will completely change your life. But if you're doing it half-heartedly, then please expect the half-hearted average results also. Right? That's how it works. Anybody likes fruits? I was asking in the morning session also, and they'll all love fruits. Anybody loves fruit? Okay. So I'm going to give you the seeds of mango, and I'll say please plant it, and I'm going to come back to you after 5-7 years when the fruits come out, and I say, can you give me apples, please? Did I say something wrong? Why? But this is what you're doing in your day-to-day life also. What you're doing the work today is only going to reap for future, right? But I wish to become the richest man. I wish to become the best businessman. I wish to do this. But आपने किया क्या है जो you're wishing for that? When you know, if by giving him the seeds of mango, I cannot expect apples, then I'm sorry. This is what you did. This is what you're going to get out from there also on that part. This is how it works, guys. And this is what happens in your day-to-day life also. Nothing is different. Nothing is going to change. I would love sun to come out from west, not from east. Can I do that? अभी सोच रहे हैं अभी actually sun आता कहाँ से? But it cannot happen. It has been coming out for the last 6,000 years since the time the man has been there, and it's going to come for next 6,000 or 10,000 years in the same manner. It will not change. It's not your wish which changes the things. It's your thoughts which start changing. Anybody has heard of a gentleman who's a Nobel Prize winner by the name Dr. Matsumoto, Japanese scientist? Anybody believes on the power of thinking? I know you'll all say yes right now. But have you experienced in life? Have you experienced in life power of thinking? If you think that continuously and you focus your thoughts on that, you actually achieve that.
Yes, sir.
Just write your name. I'm not going to explain you in detail right now. The gentleman won the Nobel Prize, Japanese scientist, on an experiment of water. And you know what the experiment on water was? It might sound so funny to you right now. He took 2 tumblers, glasses. He put the same water into glasses. For next 21 days, he spoke all negative things on this glass, because every human being gets frustrated, right? So he took all the frustration on this glass. And on this glass, he spoke only the positive things. Only the positive things. He froze the water after that. And he took them under the microscope. And this is all on Google. This is not I'm telling you. He won the Nobel Prize because of that. Nobel Prize is not that I've gone to the grocery shop and that bhaiya has given me 2 rupees extra. Right? So the tumbler glass which he saw after freezing under the microscope, he saw the glass which he spoke all positive and good things about for last 21 days. It had nice patterns of stars and diamonds in it. It's there on the Google. I'm repeating again. And the glass which he all spoke negative didn't have even a single design or a pattern out there. Which means that the human beings' thoughts have so much power that it can create that much effect on water. Think about the human beings having an effect on the other human beings. I was speaking to Mr. Bansal actually, and I showed him the video. This experiment, I just did a lot of curiosity during COVID, and thanks to COVID because we all had so much of time. And I did this experiment on the rice in my hotels under the camera for 21 days. If anybody is interested, I'm going to send you that video which I did for 21 days. The rice which I spoke all negative turned yellow. And these were capped, sealed tumblers, cooked rice. And the rice which I all spoke good, positive and happy things remained white. I've got that video on my mobile. I'll be happy to share in case somebody is interested. But I've not done anything because I just wanted to understand whether it actually works or not. And it works, guys. So all I'm trying to tell you is, if there is so much of effect which is proven by the scientist and the guy gets a Nobel Prize on water, then imagine what we guys, human beings, can actually do. You know how many cells you have in your body? I'll just take last 2 minutes. How many cells you have in your body? Red blood cells, white blood cells, suna hai kabhi? Thank God. You know how many cells you have in the human body? And it's quite interesting what I'm going to tell you right now. Guess. Mr. Singh, you were good in maths. Guess, guys.
Trillion.
How many trillions? There are 50 trillion cells in human body. 50 trillion. Now my question is, 1 trillion में कितने zero होते हैं? ये मत पूछो, अभी first week ही है institute में, ये नहीं सिखाया अभी. 12. Okay. So if you add 12, I guess they're 13. Even I can't go because वो sheet में लिख रहा था तो बाहर गिर गए थे वो. Page के बाहर आ गए थे बाकी zeros. If there are 13 trillion cells in a human body, it's scientifically proven. I don't speak, check on the Google or on YouTube. I only need 100 human cells to light a bulb, and that's scientifically proven. Now don't do that today evening after going home. कि कुछ जी वहाँ पे आए थे और उन्होंने बोला पता लगा आप shocked हो गए, and then we all going home to your home to put those malas on your photo. So don't try that. But it's scientifically proven that 100 human body cells can light up a bulb. That's the power which you guys are carrying inside you as human beings. You've heard of the smartwatches. It's available in the market. There are smartwatches. You don't need batteries in them. Because these smartwatches take the energy from the cells of your body and they keep working lifelong. So this is again proven that you have so much of power inside you as a human being that if you utilize that power properly, you can do anything outside in case you want. Right? You, last but not the least, some interesting facts about your own human body. You know how many veins, the length, you have the blood vessels? इसमें से blood pass होता है. You know the length of those blood vessels? Good. You guys have to learn a lot of things. 110,000 kilometers of blood vessels are there in your body, which can move around the entire earth in number of times. ये क्या बोल दिया? इसलिए ये क्या है? आज तो घर जाके सारा शरीर को मैं चेक करूँगा. ये है क्या मुझे नजर क्यों नहीं आती? Guys, all I'm talking about, this is the power which you guys, yourself as an individual is carrying. You want to utilize it in the positive manner, you get the positive results. You don't want to utilize, it's your call. Thank you for your time and the patience for listening so nicely. Any questions if I can address? Oh my God. 50 people have raised their questions. Okay, one by one, please.
So, you have a very positive outlook towards life.
Thank you.
So, I really wanted to know whether you've always had it with you, or was there a transitional period which kind of changed everything around for you and you developed this attitude?
I developed more than 25 years back. How I developed, I'll be happy to get you on guys on a Zoom call and I can help you with that, because that's going to take another maybe 30 minutes, not more than that. Right, not more than that. But yes, I developed over a period of time.
Thank you.
Sir, you talked to us about the 7-day
कर लिया आपने?
challenge.